In the art room, the boys eagerly watch as Mona poses for Kuroiwa to draw her, but he avoids looking at her and concentrates on his creed to keep impure thoughts at bay. Frustrated by his lack of attention, Mona suggests that he take advantage of her rare modeling offer and pose her however he wants, even joking about posing without clothes. Kuroiwa's lack of reaction annoys her, as it was just a playful joke. Confident, Mona plans to end his indifference through her art project, drawing each other. She devises a shameless strategy to win him over. Mona looks for seductive poses to make Kuroiwa's heart race. She remembers when he couldn't look away after she got wet and comes up with the perfect pose. Kuroiwa fights off impure thoughts by concentrating on her creed, but when Mona changes her pose, the blood rushes to her head. She enters a state of extreme meditation to block out inappropriate thoughts. They begin to work, and Kuroiwa only focuses on making a good drawing. Mona doesn't understand how she can do it so calmly with her as a model. Meanwhile, a girl in class can't stop staring at Mona, leading her model to scold her for not paying attention. Mona continues posing provocatively and notices her classmate watching more intently than Kuroiwa. She asks her what part she is drawing now. Kuroiwa replies that she is working on her neck, making Mona feel like she is devouring her with her eyes. Overwhelmed, she runs to the girls' bathroom, wishing that Kuroiwa would always look at her that way. Back in the classroom, the boys admire Kuroiwa's detailed work and ask her what she plans to do with it. Kuroiwa imagines various scenarios for her drawing and begins to pray. Later, at the library, Kuroiwa looks for a book for her homework, only to find Mona reaching for it. Mona jokingly comments that it must be fate and suggests they read it together. Kuroiwa declines, hands her the book, and leaves, muttering a prayer. Disappointed, Mona notices that the girl from art class is still staring at her. Undeterred by the rejection, Mona decides to invade Kuroiwa's personal space, but is ironically annoyed that Haruno is following her. She wonders why he hasn't stopped following her since art class and realizes that he isn't following her, he's following Kuroiwa. Panic sets in for Mona as she fears that Haruno might steal Kuroiwa from her. She worries if Kuroiwa prefers girls like Haruno. After all the effort she's invested, Mona won't let anyone else take him away. Furthermore, Kuroiwa continues to show no interest in her, so she can't waste any more time and needs to act. She is determined to show her full potential to win Kuroiwa over. She sits in front of him with a cup of tea and glasses, possibly over the counter, trying to project a different side of herself to see if it will make him fall for her. Her followers, usually eager to praise her every move, are shocked by her bold behavior in the library and overlook the rule-breaking tea. Mona believes her intellectual Mona act fits perfectly with the library atmosphere and is confident that she will win Kuroiwa's heart. Kuroiwa notices her glasses and thinks she looks cute, but quickly looks down to avoid further thoughts. Mona notices this and taps his leg with her foot, sending shivers down his spine. Knowing that she is close to winning him over, Mona tenderly asks him what he thinks of her. Summoning divine strength, Kuroiwa stands up and firmly asks her to stop kicking him. Once again, Mona's efforts fail and Haruno watches the scene in fascination. Mona realizes that Haruno is hopelessly in love with Kuroiwa, making her a new rival. Mona spies on Haruno to learn more about her. She sees Haruno watering the school flowers without being asked and labels her a bootlicker. Later, Haruno quietly reads in class and erases the blackboard without being asked, showing her helpful nature. Mona reluctantly acknowledges her charm, feeling at a disadvantage. In the locker room, Mona dismisses Haruno's virtues and focuses on her flaws to prove that she can't win over Kuroiwa. But Mona notices Haruno's stunning figure while her friends praise her body. Haruno, innocently shy, brushes off her praise. Mona realizes that Haruno is modest, unlike her. Frustrated, Mona jogs on the track to let off steam, upset that Haruno has qualities she lacks. Back in class, Mona admits that Haruno is much nicer than her. If that's the kind of girl Kuroiwa likes, Mona is doomed. A boy approaches her to give her a book she asked for. Mona thanks him and shows some feminine affection, brightening the boy's day. He realizes that he has never spoken to Kuroiwa like this, flattering him and expressing affection, so he hatches a new plan. Kuroiwa is resting on the school roof, feeling the breeze, when a handkerchief floats towards him. He catches it, and Mona appears to thank him for retrieving her handkerchief. She plans to charm him so deeply that he won't realize he's fallen head over heels for her. Mona claims that she goes there to relax as well, and thanks him again for catching her favorite handkerchief, mentioning how helpful he always is. She tries to tell him that she likes him, but the words don't come out. Despite having said it effortlessly just moments ago, he struggles to get the words out. The wind lifts her skirt, forcing her to hold it as she continues to try to confess her feelings. When she can't manage it, she blurts out that he disgusts her. Kuroiwa assures him that he didn't look under her skirt, but Mona decides to postpone the conversation. The pressure mounts as he feels time running out, determined not to let Haruno win him over. In class, elections for the festival committee are held. Students draw ballots to see who will be part of it. Kuroiwa's ballot shows that she will not be participating, while Haruno is the first girl selected. Mona becomes the second girl selected. Haruno expresses excitement about working with Mona, who politely returns the sentiment but mentally lists all the insults she knows. After class, they meet to decide on the festival activity, considering options such as a cafe, a play, or a haunted house. Haruno asks what Mona's group did in high school. Mona replies that they had a costume cafe, which Haruno likes, imagining Mona in a cute, oversized costume. Mona immediately rejects the idea, imagining herself in a giant costume that hides her figure. As they continue to work, Mona tries to understand Haruno, realizing that they are now part of a twisted love triangle where only she is interested in making Kuroiwa fall in love with her. However, Haruno seems absurdly happy to collaborate with her love rival, causing Mona to wonder if Haruno doesn't even see her as a worthy competitor. Mona's queen bee instincts kick in, marking flatterers as her main enemy. When Mona's pen runs out of ink, Haruno cheerfully offers her a spare one. Then Haruno's phone rings. She quickly grabs it, holding it out of Mona's sight. Curious, Mona asks what's going on, but Haruno insists that she's the only one who can't see it. Mona, now determined to uncover the secret, politely requests to see it, but Haruno refuses and runs off. Mona chases after her, demanding to know why she can't see the phone. Haruno yells that Mona will hate her if she does. Mona promises she won't, as long as she stays away from Kuroiwa. Tackling Haruno, the phone falls to the ground. Mona picks it up and sees herself as her wallpaper. Embarrassed, Haruno starts crying and begs Mona not to hate her. She explains that she has been Mona's #1 fan since the entrance ceremony. Mona looked beautiful and made everyone smile, so Haruno secretly started taking pictures, nothing creepy, just around 300 photos. Mona realizes that Haruno wasn't following Kuroiwa, but her. Haruno admits she wanted to change the wallpaper before Mona saw it to avoid seeming weird, but now it's too late. Mona hugs her, assuring her it's okay and that she doesn't think she's strange. During the hug, Mona recalls that she confessed her feelings for Kuroiwa during the chase. She tries to cover it up by saying she was talking about a fish named Kuroiwa. Haruno doesn't buy it, having observed Mona closely enough to notice her changes since meeting Kuroiwa. She offers to support Mona in winning his heart. Ironically, Mona finds it annoying when someone doesn't listen to her requests. If you've made it this far into the video, don't forget to write the word Exquisito in the comment section. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.